Hello guys, this is the video tutorial of annotation job that you're here for. Basically, what you have to do is an annotation is nothing but the process of drawing a specific line or a specific box or drawing an area in an image to tell the software that this specific area is the area of interest and this is the area which you are supposed to focus on. All right. So this is called annotation. So in our job, you have to do annotation of the knee joint. All right. So as you can see, I can try to explain you the anatomy, basic anatomy of the knee. This is the knee joint from side when you're cutting it across from here. All right. And this is the kneecap. This is the thigh bone. This is the leg bone, tibia, and sorry, femur and tibia. I'm really sorry. Yeah. So in this, you can clearly see that as we are moving from front to back, you will first encounter the kneecap or some kneecap, and then when you'll go back, you'll eventually start seeing the bone, which is of interest to us. All right. In You will be doing this in a special software, not this software. That software is called the trainingdata.io. I'll try to explain it to you once more the knee anatomy. So here, as you can see, this is the knee joint that you're looking at. This is the kneecap. This is the femur. This is the tibia. All right. So and this is the back part of the knee, and this is the front of the knee. So you're gonna go from front to back basically. You're gonna cut this knee from in sections like these. As you can try to correlate here, this area, this image matches it because it's basically a cut section from side to side. You have cut the knee from side to side, and now you can see the knee joint. If we keep taking cuts of the knee, vertical cuts like this from this side to this side. Okay. So when you cut the knee from front to back, you will see a picture like this. See, can you relate? Right. So here, first there is kneecap, and then there is tibia, and then there is fibula. So you have to basically make sure that you have to draw a box in this gray area, which is the cancellous bone or bone marrow. And this black part is the hard bone, which is the cortical bone. So you have to make sure that whenever you draw a line, you draw this line in the interface between, I'm sorry, in the interface between the black and the gray part. You don't have to be very accurate, but try to draw it like this between the black and the gray part. That's all. You don't have to go too far in the black, you don't have to go too far in the gray. You just have to stay in the middle. Alright. So I'll move on to the software that we'll be using. All you need is a Google account, a Gmail account, and a browser. You'll obviously need a mouse and a laptop maybe, but that's all you'll ever need for this job. And you will get approximately 2 rupees, 2 to 3 rupees per image for doing one image, for doing this job, for drawing these two boxes, right? So, for example, I'll show you the software that I've been using right now. Okay, this is the interface that you will have, and in that interface, um, you can just use the pan function and move around the image, and then you can always draw a line. All you have to do is just draw a line around the area of interest. For example, right? Let's go to image number 30 or whatever, which is not selected, which is uh, not really worked on, right? So here you can see that this image is not that clear, but sorry, yeah, let's take this image. Okay, so in this image you can see that the grayscale is not as accurate as what you're seeing here, because it is going to vary. Sometimes it's going to be more gray, sometimes it's going to be less gray, but all you have to do is make sure that you just click on this ROI function. All right, click on ROI function, click on this function, pencil tool, and just keep drawing a line like this. All right, and it's in a single click without lifting the uh, left click. You have to start doing it and keep drawing this area. Right now I'm not doing it that accurately, but you'll have to be more accurate than this. All right, so as you can see, I've made some mistakes while doing it. I press Ctrl on the keyboard and zoom it in. use the pan function to get it right, and then I can use the opacity of the highlighted area of the annotation from here. Then I can adjust the contrast, but I'll prefer not to touch unless you can't see anything. Just try to adjust it till this area is gray to black. Okay. Then, for example, you have drawn a ROI, that is region of interest. Right now, I've drawn this ROI. All right, and this ROI right now is basically improper, as you can see. Wait. So yeah, the gray. Whenever this is gray, this is not selected. All right, and wherever it is black, that part is selected. Okay, so this is gray and this is black. So in this software, this is just a template which you can later use. All right, so here are multiple templates. For example, I have done this job right now. Done this ROI, so I can choose to change this a little. I'm really sorry. Okay. Yeah, right. So let's do it again. Let's do it all over again. Let's delete it. Then let's draw a second ROI. Let's draw a new ROI here. Whatever. Again. So this is not that accurate. As you can see, I'm gonna do some mistakes here, right? So this ROI is gonna be. Okay, I'll do it again for you. Really sorry. Okay. So again, I'm gonna click on this button ROI and draw. Uh, you know, draw this area from one end to another end. So this is one end, and I'm going to another end. See? Exactly. Right now I was just clumsy and lazy for doing it, but you have to do a better job. And you can just select this I button and choose which ROI that you have used right now, which of those ROIs should be visible or should be not visible. So I've done this job right now, so I can choose to turn it off. And when I turn it off, I can see that there are some indiscrepancies here, some inaccuracies here. So I'll just do this and check, and I can later edit it. For editing it, I have to just click on that ROI, then press enable sculptor, and I can sculpt it. Right? See, I can make it too much. I can reduce it. If you press it here, you get a big circle. If you click here, you get a smaller circle. And depending on your level of accuracy, you can go nearer or far to get the accuracy right, to get the circle of the right size. Okay. So after enabling sculptor, your job is done. After this job is done, there is nothing much to do. Just make sure that this line is properly aligned with the black and gray interface in the center of this black and gray interface. And after it is aligned properly, your job is done, and you can move on to the next image. If there's an option of save, you can save, or it will get automatically saved, and you can move on to the next image. For example, in this image there is nothing here, so you can always choose from a lot of ROIs that I've already done in the previous images. So here I can show you that, I'll try to get something which matches. So if there is a possibility that you can uh, draw an ROI which is already existing, and you don't have to draw a new one, you can just choose any one of these. For example, it is not proper, but if you have a case where uh, this ROI border is almost same, then you can go here, press this P button, propagate, and now it has propagated. All right, and all you have to do is now click on it, go down, enable sculptor, and sculpt it to the right size or right shape. All right, that's all you have to do. That's all. All right, guys. So your job becomes easier this way, but to be honest, this is more of a time consuming job. You can just directly press this button, or you can directly just go here, press ROI, and draw a line. While doing that, it's easier. I believe it is easier to do it and faster to do it. But anyways, if you have something like this, some predetermined shape of ROI, which is already matching this uh, bone marrow, you can just click on it and click propagate here. All right, that's the job. You're done with the job. Next image. But in this image, obviously, we have not done the upper part, so you can choose from another ROI or any ROI which suits this, and either propagate it or completely draw a new one. That's all. That is all you have to do. And for doing a single image, you will get around 2 to 3 rupees. All right, it barely takes any time. Again, these are just images from the center of the knee. All right, I'll show you. We're gonna have images where we're gonna have to do this also. So as you go from front to back, you will know that first there is kneecap. Then when you see two bones like this, you have to start annotating. You have to start drawing the line like this. All right. One ROI, second ROI, maybe it is not that clear, so leave it, ignore it. Right. This is very inaccurate, but you have to try to trace the gray and black interface. Okay. And slowly and steadily, you'll have to do like this from front to back of the knee. Right. And the tough part is where the end of the bone comes, the back end of the bone. Here you'll see two circles which are just two condyles of the femur, and this is the tibia. Okay, which is the leg bone. This is the thigh bone. So in the thigh bone, you'll have at the end of the bone, you will have one image which is on the edge completely. And here there is a lot of chances of mistaking it for actual knee or something else. So depending on your choice, if you are not confident, you can either try to trace it completely or you can completely ignore it, right? Or just leave it for me. Don't do anything there. Just press next on this interface and get the next image if you are very confused. Okay. Another thing being, whenever you encounter something like this, some gray thing which doesn't have our bones, right? Whenever you, for example, these images, number 19, 18, probably 17, but 17 can do in this case. But if this would not have been very clear, it could have been the similar image. So in this image, what you have to do is in the back, in the image where the bone is not visible, all you have to do is draw a random area around the image. For example, start from here. Okay, I mean, yeah, just stay outside this gray area and just highlight it and select ignore. So this is the area you have to ignore. Okay, apart from this area, all this area that is going to come, the starting part of the knee joint, as you can see here, that you have to ignore. Okay, and for ignore, I'm going to create a new class here, add class, and I'm going to add an ignore class. And whenever you see anything like this where the main bone is not visible, you just have to draw, select that ignore class in the software first, draw like this roughly and press ignore or just press save. So basically you will end up having a annotation, and that annotation will, instead of being having ROI here, it will have ignore here. That's all. That's the job. Go from front to back, ignore the front images, draw random not so accurate area, press ignore, go to next area, press ignore, go to next area, press ignore, then select ROI and draw circles or whatever shapes that the bone is visible here. And then after you're done with ROI, again, not a very useful image, random image, which you cannot make sense of, where you cannot see these four bones. Either you can ignore it, or especially in this case where there is no bone visible, it's just the fat and muscle of the back of the thigh. Here you can just draw a complete area around it and just with the class label and just leave it. That's all the job is all about. Thank you so much.